So I'm I'm doing something. And we're gonna try to make it work. It always seems to be HVAC stuff that I start working on, and then I don't know what I'm doing, but I decide to do it anyways. What's up, Clara? Yeah. So here we go. I'll give you a point of view of what I'm doing. This is going to be what they call a oh crap, what I do. It's a filter box. I'm going to filter all the dust out. It's going to be like a distribution center for the hot air going into the barn and the hot air coming out of the barn, and recycling it and having a filter box before it goes. So I had to go to a supply house, and they asked if I had an account. I'm like, no, I am not a contractor anymore. I even had them look up my old contact information to see if I was still in the system, because I used to buy this stuff all the time. And I don't even have the proper tools to be doing this. I have no business doing this right now. This is HVAC contractor stuff, but I'm doing it anyways. So this is a piece of duct board. It's essentially a very expensive piece of fireproof insulated fiberglass duct work, and this is the same type of stuff you see up here in my basement. I want you to take a look. If you look up here, all of this stuff is custom built. You see all these angles and all of those brackets and the way that they've got a humidifier set up on there, and it's all custom built. So that's what I'm working on. I'm building a custom filter box. And if you look on don't mind my trash over here. This is, if you look over here, that is a filter box. Well, actually, right next to it's a filter box, but it's essentially the same thing. I want you to imagine my big red heater that's out there, but this is a nice looking heater. I'm going to have a big red one, and then I'm going to have a filter. I'm going to have the same concept that happens here. All of the air is going to go into the barn, and then it's got to go back into the unit and get cleaned before it comes in. So yes, one piece of 4 foot by 10 foot duct work is what I bought. It's expensive. It was like where's my receipt? It's expensive. It's over $100. So you can't mess up. And I've already made a couple of cuts here. There's a specialized tool that allows you to cut this stuff properly. I don't have the specialized tool. Wife's working on merchandise. Hi, how are you? Hi. I don't have the specialized tool, so I'm just using a box cutter, and we're gonna make this work. Essentially, I had to buy this too. This is where my filter is gonna go. I could have built this if I had some more time, but I just bought this thing here. We'll slide an air filter down in there. This will be incorporated with this. That'll be one unit that I just throw up into the window, and then I connect my heater to it, and I'm good to go. It's all up here in my mind. It's all here. It's in my head. Jackman from this morning, guys, is hanging out here in the basement. He is sitting right underneath a heater duct, as you can see, soaking in the heat. Let's check his temperature before we continue screwing this up. I've got one take at this. It's not like I have extra pieces of this stuff lying around. I got one take. So Jackman's temperature was not increasing, so we put him in the basement. This way the hot air can just drop down on top of him. So yes, I'm gonna check his temperature. It was not increasing out there. So this is what I gotta do. I built a makeshift stall out of scrap wood that was down here. Show me your butt, Jackman. Bear with me a second.
Just my razor. Where'd you put it?
I have it over there. I'm using it.
I need it.
Good luck getting over there.
You're making a video.
I am going to be using it. I've got more cutting to do. All right, last temperature reading out in the barn was 99.10. We are now sitting at 99.96. That's lowering. And his temperature's going down. Do we have some more blankets or more?
99 what?
It was 99.01, now it's 98.96. It's not increasing.
I think you need to bring the heat back.
All right, well, so duct work that I'm working on, you guys all came to watch me work on duct work, needs to take a pause because I need to provide more heat to this man. Ay, 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 ay.
Oi, oi, oi.
So I don't, a heat lamp's not enough, hon. I got to put him on top of a floor register up there. I have to. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. Heating pads are not enough. He needs to be encompassed by air. Imagine a baby goat losing temperature. We submerge him in water, in hot water. We obviously can't do that with a big goat. We need to encumber. We just need to get his temperature up, and then we can bring him back down here.
Why don't you take a blanket around that and duct it down to him?
Can I just bring him upstairs and put him on top of a vent? I do have heating blankets. It's not going to be enough. I already know it. I already know his body size and his temperature. I already know. He needs to actually be encompassed by warm air. And if he sits on top of a floor vent up there, it'll just be perfect. He's not pooping or peeing right now. He's just not. So, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? All right. Oh, Bentley. Bailey. Oh. Okay. I'm just getting him I'm gonna get him. Well, he needs to be over a heater vent where the heat's blasting. Not really, no. Hold on. None of these are really blasting. That one's blowing cold air. That one's blowing cold air. There we go.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
These vents are not letting enough
I know.
air up. Hold on.
Hi, buddy. Jackman. Jackman. Buddy.
There we go. Oh yeah. World of difference right there.
Maybe what's wrong with our vents. Say hi to Jackman, Joe.
We're getting somewhere.
He's just gonna stand there? Is that what he's been doing?
He's standing right over the vent, so he shouldn't have a problem. It's just a temporary thing to get his temperature up.
Oh, I don't care. Do we need to put anything here?
I don't think so.
Gore the cat, gore the leather.
He's not gonna gore. He's got no energy to gore or do anything. He has no energy.
He's so beautiful. Beautiful horns.
All right,
Now, Benny, you stay over here, okay?
there we go. Perfect.
Barn to see it, but I guess I don't have to now.
Utilizing the resources we have. He is now in a hot box, essentially. All right, and ta-da. There it is, guys. Oops, I accidentally did that. Sorry, Ashley, I did not mean to delete your comment. I didn't mean to do it. All right, he is over the floor vent. We just have to get his temperature up. I'll check him in an hour and see what happens. Yeah, he's already been diagnosed and treated, and it's a matter of just getting his temperature back up so his rumen can start working again. That's all. So we're just getting his temperature up. It's not a. I'm not overly concerned right now. Obviously, I'm concerned. That's why I'm doing this. But I'm not. I don't think I'm going to lose him, if that's what you guys are thinking. This entire hot box is going to just trap the air in there and allow him to get nice and toasty and warm. Yeah, there we go. It is what it is. Going back to mechanical stuff. So my biggest goal is I have 200 plus more goats out in the barn that I need to get a heater running for tonight. In order to do that, I need to get this thing up and running. And then, can I show you in the lab back there?
Yeah.
This is the command center, guys. Somebody is back here running macros. I guess you don't need to actually live stream it to run it, right?
No, I'm just messing with stuff.
No issues yet?
No, I figured out one thing I was doing wrong.
What was that?
It was here, I was messing with time, and it was wondering why it's still kind of doing it. I'm getting like super delayed.
Fade?
Yeah.
A long fade? Because you go to scene switcher, sequence, under fade, the fade time. There's a time of the length of the fade. Where did it go?
I hadn't messed with anything here. It only started happening after I was messing with this.
That 20 seconds right there is how long the fade is, most likely. It's
Yeah.
trying to fade for 20 seconds.
I was trying to make the time, because I want this to run and then have it run. I had another piece here that was running, but then I deleted that. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right, I'll let you roll on that.
I'm confusing myself.
He's confusing himself. Take a breather. Take a breather. I got to get back to my project here. No, the goats have not been freezing all winter, okay? Goats can handle the cold when it's a certain temperature, but when we have Arctic temperatures, the barn drops below freezing. And typically the barn is above freezing, but we're expecting negative 15-degree temperatures coming up, or at least the real feel with 50-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. So I want to get my heater up and running to keep them comfortable The barn is always above warmer than the outside air temperature. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to show you my piece of duct board, and this is where a real technician would be able to help in this situation. You have no tripods down here, do you?
No.
Oh, that's all right. We'll just set you guys down here. I'm pretty good at finagling this stuff. All right. I won't be able to necessarily see all the comments from there, but I will try my best. Okay. So this is 1-inch fiberglass duct board. Oh. Dropped you on your face is what I did. So I'm gonna keep this piece right here as what's going to fill the window space. This is the bottom of my return box. This, I folded it. As you can see, what I did is I cut out a V shape. Look right there. I cut out a V shape and I have it bending exactly where I want it to bend. Then another V shape like this. And now we need to attach this to here, like that. All right. And then this filter box right here will go on the face of it right here. And that's where our air filter will be replaced at. So we're gonna give it a shot. And then up here on the top half is going to be the inputs. You'll see that. We're gonna assemble this. But right now, can I get that razor back, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Right now, I need to find a way to lock this into that. So I'm going to cut a channel out right here. And if I cut the channel out, this should fit inside of there. So that's what we're going to do next. Where did I leave? There's my tape measure. Okay. So I want whatever this height is right here. I'll see you down there. I'm going to measure this from the ground up. It's 25 to the surface, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. 25. I have no idea if this is actually right, but
That's what everyone wants to hear.
I know it's going to work. All right, so what I did here is just created a little cutout, so I have something as a reference. 25 is to the top of that. Yep. So we'll do 25 over here. Yeah. Hello, guys. Same concept right here. I'm going to measure this up 25. I'm going to make a mark. I'm going to do this is 1-inch fiberglass, so we're going to make a notch all the way across. Perfect. All right. So I want the end of that, once this is folded up, to seat inside of there. Yes, yes. But I don't want to take away all the fiberglass, because if I take all the fiberglass away, then the top half is going to be flimsy. So I'm trying not to get flimsy. So I'm just going to cut gently. Again, if I had the proper tools for this and not just a box knife, I'd probably be okay. So I'm putting about half pressure on here, trying not to cut through this board. Same thing, half pressure. I just need enough to lock this in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Now I'm going to peel this off. All right, so far so good. Now it's not quite deep enough. What I could do is I'm going to cut a triangle. Watch me. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay. She says, watch me, watch me. So I'm putting this on a 45. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Kind of like a 45-ish. Hopefully they'll somewhat connect. We'll pull the excess out like so. Okay. And we're gonna make a kind of a something that matches that on the other end. Yes, yes. So over here, if we can make this look like a 45, it'll receive itself nice and yeah. So I'm just gonna turn my knife on the 45 and just cut off the section up here, and it should match right up. It should. That's the plan. Because right now that's just a square. All right, perfect. You guys were upside down. Will the fiberglass get into your hands or other parts when you cut it? Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, moment of truth. I'm not gonna secure it or tape anything together yet. I'm just gonna fold it up and see if it locks into place. This should fit down inside that groove right there. And that groove will just prevent it from slipping back and forth. So when I hit this, now when I hit that, it doesn't slide. It's nothing to, it's catching. It's just making a little lip for it to slide on. I like that. That's perfect. But I'm not taping it yet. I'm not taping it yet because I want to make sure I figure out my filter box. Maybe I should tape it. No, I'm gonna make my edges. Here's what we're gonna do next. We've got some corners to make, and that would be right here. I got these end pieces to make. I don't have a whole lot of material left, so we're gonna try to make sure this works. We've got 23 and a half. Let's make sure it's that way the whole way. 23 and a half, 23 and a half, right on the money. By, and I'm doing inside dimensions, by 11. 23 and a half by 11. This is all I've got left. Well, not true. I have this as well. So I made a mistake and I didn't want to spend a whole nother $100 on it, but for my filter box to work with the right, yeah, 23 and a half by 11. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to make a cutout for this right here. If that cutout is 23 and a half by 11, then I've got both pieces. What did I say? 23 and a half?
Oh, Lord.
Is that what I said? Forgot. Do you remember what I said, honey?
No.
23 and a half, right? Oh. It is very expensive. 23 and a half by 11. Okay, so we may or may not have enough. What we don't have enough in, we'll make up with tape. We'll fill the gaps with tape. All right, here we go. So this right here is gonna be the first piece. Hopefully we got enough here. Oh my gosh, guys, it's 11 and a half inches. 11 and a half. So I'm barely gonna have enough with this. Those are scraps. Let's cut this up into pieces. Where'd my marker go, honey?
I did not take it.
I got it. All right. So, you see this? How it's got this nice paper on it? I'm gonna do something special here. I'm going to peel it back a little bit like that. And then, well, you see this edge here? I need to make edges like that so it sits in the end, like it seals it up. So actually I didn't need to, well, yes. I got it. I'm gonna cut it off. Don't mind me. Just speaking out loud. All right. We could cut it on a 45 so it just sits in there, but is it gonna sit in there? The extra tape right here is gonna fold over the edge. You'll see. You'll see. It'll all work out. So the tape is longer than this piece right here. And then I'm just gonna cut it on a 45 so it makes a nice seal and doesn't get pushed down in. Is it snowing? Crap. The weather is changing. All right, so we've got a 45-ish angle and an extra long piece of liner, and that'll just sit inside the hole that we're trying to fill. And I said 23.5, right, by 11. So we're gonna go measure this way. 23.5 was that inside dimension or outside dimension? I believe, I don't remember. Put it back together and see. That's inside dimension. Yeah, that's the inside dimension. Okay. It's itchy. It's so itchy. It's fiberglass. So that means our outside dimension? No, our inside dimension. Do I go from this edge or that edge? Inside, showing here, and what's snowing here, there too. All right, so if the inside matches the inside and then it gets wider as it goes, that means it gets tighter. So we're gonna measure from the inside here, 23.5, and it will get tighter as I push it in, so it will never actually get sucked in. Because remember, this is a return line, 23.5. Okay. Over here, 23.5. We're gonna have this thing together in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna have it all taped up and ready to install. Shoot, I didn't charge my phone, did I? 66% is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you still have that cash in your pocket?
Yeah, why?
Aiden's going to get our materials for our oil change.
Oil change, I don't know how much I have. It might not be enough, but
Oh, that looks like.
well, you know how expensive oil
Yeah.
changes are.
Well, whatever it doesn't cover out my own pocket.
Okay, sounds good. We're getting oil changes. My son is going to change our oil. So this is the 23.5, guys. I'm going to use this straight edge right here and cut. But remember, it needs to be like that. It needs to be tapered out this way. So from here out is that way. So I'm actually going to go wider, like so. And there's marks on here, so oh, I forgot. I gotta keep this longer, right? So I have a place to tape. So I'm gonna cut this way out here. Not even following a rule. Flip it back over. 23.5. Oh crap. So I cut this direction, right? I don't have it. Yes. 45 that way. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. Then we peel away this excess like that. Now we have a, let's double check this. Who thinks this is right? Who think I actually got 23.5 right there? Inside to inside. It's 23 and a half, guys. Look, I promise you. And 11 wide. So we have 11 and a half ish. Like that's 11 and 3/4. That's 11 and 3/4. That's like 12. So we need to do the same thing and make it tapered. I'm not gonna have any tape or any membrane left to wrap around the edge, and we have to duplicate this. We gotta make this twice. Once I have one done. All right, so we're just gonna take a little bit off the edge here. Ready? Like this. If I take a 1/2 inch or like 3/8 of an inch off each side on a taper like this, oh, my razor is not very sharp anymore. Now let's measure from the black over. I said 11, right? Yeah, so now I can do the same thing the other way here. Take your time. It doesn't need to look pretty, it just needs to work. Okay, let's see if I have 11 inches from this black edge to that black edge. It's like 11 and 1/4. I gotta take a little bit more off. I got an idea. Nobody recommended this, but I'm going to use the straight edge to give myself a straighter edge. How's that? This way it looks clean and professional. Okay, now that that has a score on it, we just go for it. Look at that, that looks so much better. Look at that line. It's crisp and clean versus this side. It looks like a beaver chewed on it. Going 11. We're just about there. I think I have a little bit of room to go ahead and clean this edge up. And then we're gonna tape it on there. No, we're not gonna tape it. We're gonna cut out the register box and make another one. We're learning as we go here, guys. Learning as we go. All right. This is ready. This is an end cap to my filter box. Let's dry fit it. I mean, it, okay. I'm not a fan of the 45, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of just doing this. I do believe it needs to be more of a, like a ledge. Hi, Kim, how are you? I think what I need to do is create more of a, like a, what do you call it? We go down this way, like a 90, like a channel. Like this. Let's try that. Without going all the way through. Come on. There we go. Do you see what I'm trying to get at here? You see that? Nice little seat for it to sit on. You need heat resistant tape. Yeah, I have the proper tape for the job. I have the proper tape. So that's more like it. It's gonna be a 90 rather than a 45. This way when when I put it down on there, it just kind of sits in place. Yeah, that's it. Now we're getting somewhere. Look at that. Same thing this way. Now we got to do all 4 sides. I'm glad we're just making one first. Cut down the edge and then cut along the side, but about halfway through. This way we're leaving some insulation and some tape. Jeff would probably kill me if he saw what I was doing right now, butchering up this fiberglass. That side's done. We're almost there. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, look at that one. I got so good at that this time. That was easy. Let's test fit it now. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it's fit like a glove, guys. It fit like a glove. I want you to see this. Look. It just fit like a glove. You just pop it right in there. Look at that. And then this tape, the reason why I left the extra tape there is so it goes over the edge like this, and then I can tape it up and seal it up and have a nice professional. Yeah. Okay, so next I have to cut. Here's what I'm gonna do. I already know my measurements. I think I'm gonna tape that in there so I can cut the opening out for what we gotta do. Bailey, get out of there. Bentley, sorry, wrong goat dog. Wrong goat dog. I got some tape. It's a little bit old, but I think it'll work.
Have you eaten anything today?
Have I eaten anything? Yes, I did.
What?
$1.49 egg wrap at the gas station.
I have a half of them left. Would you like it?
No, I'm good.
I'm going out to the trailer.
To the merch trailer she goes. All right. I'm gonna rip this off and junk this section right here. And what I'm gonna do is where I know it's fit like a glove, I'm gonna go ahead and tack that in place, right? I want it to fit like a glove again. Please fit like a glove. It's beautiful. I'm telling you guys, this is like, you're not even gonna find better construction anywhere else. Put this tape on here. In fact, first, before I even run the whole tape down the seam, I might lose the perfection. I'm gonna make sure that's good and just give it a little piece on there, you know? It's like wrapping Christmas presents. And tack it in place first. Yeah, see? That just needs to be pushed in a little bit. That looks great. Give me a second. I'm sorry you guys can't see very well. Yeah. Tap that one in place. I gotta make sure that the fiberglass is seated properly, and if I try to run a nice long piece down the seam, I'll never see if I made a mistake or not, because this extra tape right here would block my view. Again, it's for a barn filter box. It's not like the barn is already drafty, so if this isn't perfect, then big whoop. Big whoop. I don't think the tape is gonna stick to the black stuff that well, is it? I don't think so. It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes. I'm gonna take off all my clothes. Look at this beauty. This is a window unit filter box. It's gonna do everything I want it to do. Push you in there. So. Why haven't you blocked me? I don't know. Why would I block you? Why would I block you? We're gonna have 50 new babies in 2 weeks. In the next 2 or 3 weeks. That's how many babies we're gonna have. Not just 1, not just 2. 50. Oh, crap. You see this nice flap? You see what's going on now? Do you see why I did this? This way I can, look. You push that in, got your tape up here, you fold it over like a Christmas present. No air leaks whatsoever. Because you were being stupid, most likely. Yes, yes, yes. Me? Wait, me or him? Somebody else. Probably somebody else. Oh, pull it nice and tight. Listen, you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it again. Perfect, guys, perfect. It's all sealed up. It's not perfect, but it's close enough for me. I got a slight problem. This is springing up right here. I want that to stay down. That's what this channel was for. That's what that was for. I want that to stay down. But I think once I build the other side and that gets tucked in, it'll stay down. You know what I mean? Because I can pull it together. Yeah, whoever, you know what, just delete the Lester comment admins. I give permission to anybody that mentions Lester's channel right now. You can just go away. Thank you. You can hate me if you want. And you can just, but the truth of the matter is we don't need you on here just trying to pull viewers away from my channel. Don't you think that's stupid? I think that's really dumb. So, bye-bye. Adios. All right, here we go. This is the hard part next. This is gonna be the hard part. I have this box right here that I need to cut out of the front of this. Now, hopefully I built this the right size to cut it open. I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. Let's gonna stand that up there and see how I'm gonna cut it out. Okay. See that? That's got to be attached to there. I'm gonna cut it out so it just kind of fits in just a little bit, I think. And then it's going to stick out of here a little bit. It's gonna stick out a little bit because I need to be able to lift this and put the filter in. That's gonna be hollow, the whole thing. We're cutting that out and we're gonna put that down at the end over there that needs an end. All right, what's up, Sean? I do want to center it. Yes, I'm gonna center it-ish. I don't really care too much about how center it is. All right, here we go. Watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. I am going to, here's what I'm gonna do first. Ready for this? I'm gonna cut an X. Oh wait, I can't. I can't do that. Before I cut an X, I gotta save this piece because it's gotta go at the end. Duh. And it only needs to be 11 inches wide. Okay, brain's gotta work for a second here. All right, I know what to do. Who's seen my tape measure? Never mind, here it is. Ah, we got plenty of space. We got plenty of space. So you'll see what I'm trying to do here in just 1 second. So I've got 18 inches. So 11 minus 18 is 7. So I have 7 inches to spare. So that'd be 3.5 on each side. I'm gonna leave a 3.5 inch, we'll just call it 3, just for good measure. A 3-inch gap right there. 3 inches. We're gonna score it there. This way, I leave. We're actually gonna cut it there too. And we'll go 11 inches over, and whatever the difference is what we're, that's whatever we're keeping. So let's just put the tape measure in there. Stay, would you now? 11. And I'm just gonna follow that line right up. There's already a line there. I don't even need to do anything except stay pretty close to this line. This is supposed to be the piece that covers the end there. So that's 11, that's 11, it's 11 and 1/8. It's close enough. And by 20, what did we say, 23? No, 23.5. Oh, we're gonna get there, guys. So I'm just gonna cut this out completely. Come out, come out, come out. Come out. We got this. Ta-da! Before I even mess with this filter box over here, I am going to I'm gonna put this on the end to stabilize everything. All right, is that good? Oh, goodness gracious, what are you doing to me over here?
Show you how cold it is.
You're touching my butt crack.
Woo!
It's not that cold, it actually feels great. She snuck up on me. Turn this bad boy over here. This should stabilize everything once this goes here. Now the only problem we have with this one is we didn't have the ability to give us a whole lot of extra tape on here because I needed the tape for the filter box. I needed the overhang for the filter box. And if I would have thought ahead of schedule or ahead of time, maybe I could have split the difference, but I did not. So what we're gonna do is just get this in there like so. Look at that. Fits like a glove. What do you guys think? I think it looks great. I'm gonna have to rely on adhesiveness to stick to hold this together. Okay. This is where I really want to suck this together. I'm gonna put some tape around the backside here, and I'm gonna pull until this sits inside of that channel. Oh, the tape keeps breaking. I should have gotten fibered tape. That's all right. It didn't work. It didn't work. I'll make it work. God, this is some really weak tape. I'm not a fan of that. Huh! It worked! Like I said, we're just tacking it all together. And then I'll go along the seams and make sure everything is perfect. I did say 20 minutes, didn't I? But I guess I lied. I didn't mean to lie to you guys. I'm sorry. What's he making? I'm making a filter box for an HVAC for my barn, for my goats. I'm running a heater in the barn, and the problem is there's a lot of dust in the barn, so if I don't have this filter box, I'm gonna destroy a 600,000 BTU heater, and nobody wants to do that. So we're just assembling ourselves a little filter box. All right, we're just tacking it together first. Everything's looking pretty good. Let's get back to here, and we'll do all the professional taping at the end. I do want to take this side and add a little more tension on this joint so it stays. There we go. I'm happy. I'm happy with this so far. All right. Oh, well, whatever. Forget about it. This has a trap door on the top. The trap door right here is where you put your filter down in. So we can't slide this in any further than whatever's exposed right here. So this will be fun. This will be fun. And then on the back side, I got to cut some holes, and then on the top, I got to cut some holes. So here we go. Ready? Let's mark this. Let's just mark it here. Like that. And then let's mark it here. That. Now, we are going to leave the tape there, but we're going to take away the fiberglass. You'll see what I mean, and you'll see why. I should be trying to cut this from the inside, but I'm gonna do a little reach around. Hold on. I'm gonna go inside of here and cut invisibly, blindly on the inside and not poke through. And hopefully that's enough to rip off the insulation and leave the fiber. I mean, leave the tape. Ah, pretty good. I did pretty good. Perfect. Now we have a nice place to tape this right under the edge of that filter box. And just do the same thing on this side over here. Cut here. We cannot bend this. We can't bend it until I do the reach around. So bear with me. Visible reach around. I'm good at that. I don't know why. Let's see how good I was. If I bend this, if it bends on this seam, or if I missed. Oh wait, I forgot to tear away the excess. That's smarter. Why didn't I do that on the other side? Duh. Next time. Now I don't need to, I'm not blindly cutting. Just remove the face of it. Okay, that was easy. Filter box. On the bottom here, I've got a mangled mess. I'm going to clean up this bottom piece a little bit, and I can show you, and the top. This is not going to allow it to seat properly. So right there, I couldn't have cut it from the outside because I was trying to keep the skin, and I had to do a blind cut. It wouldn't have worked. So what we are going to do, though, is just clean this edge up here all the way over. I'd like to leave, it's the same concept. I'd like to leave the skin on the bottom, whatever's there, and just remove the additional fiberglass. There we go. That's perfect. We got nothing but a thin piece of membrane now. Same thing on the top. Right here. You just can't poke through that membrane, so you got to be careful when you're cutting. You got to be aware. That's why I'm not using a super long knife, because this X-Acto blade is 1 inch and this fiber duct board is 1 inch. So I don't have any issues. That's clean. Come on, reverse. What is happening? So see that? We have a little bit of skin in the game all the way around, so we can set that in here. I am gonna take a little bit more off of this. All right, perfect. Oh, by the way, if you're ever doing this project, wear gloves, long sleeves, and a mask, okay? This will shorten your life by a bit. All right, here we go. We just set this right here. Huh? Way to go, jerk. Is that what you said? Guys, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of what I did. I need to go wider. I should have, here's my problem.
Measure twice instead of...
Well, no, it's fixable. Measure twice, cut once, yes, but it's fixable. I took the inside measurement and made my cuts. I should have had the outside measurement, so this actually sits in a little bit. It is right now just gonna sit on the surface of here, and I'm not gonna get it back flush to there. I'm gonna have a 1 inch gap right here, unless I take 1 more inch off of each side over here. So hopefully that makes sense. Math is hard. Math is very hard. So outside dimensions is actually what I should have went with. So that's an easy fix. We just mark it and redo it. And what I'm gonna do is only do one side. This side's already done, so I'm gonna offset it just a smidge. And wherever so that'll actually give us 2 inches over. That'll sit inside of there. Perfect. So if my math is correct, that's a 2 inch difference from where I originally did the math. Let's find out. On the nose, not even a smidge off. Can you see it? It's exactly 2 inches. It's brilliant. And since I'm only doing this side, I don't have to do it twice. I just have to do it once. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Like I said, this is going to allow the filter box to be recessed into here a little bit and not have not have to sit on the face. I made a boo-boo. Look, I cut through. Dang. Oh well, such is life. Clean this up a little bit. It's not too bad, honestly. This is not too bad. I'm impressed with what we've got here so far. All right, let's see if she fits once this side's open. Like a glove, like a glove.
OBS does not like what I'm trying to do.
What are you trying to do?
I thought I figured it out.
Okay,
But it is crashing every time I try to run the method I was trying. So that's not gonna work.
Quick question. Save your macros in a file. Update the plugin to the most recent plugin. They fix a lot of crashes. You're gonna lose. Oh wait, that'll screw you up because you're gonna lose the sequence function. So never mind. I don't think we can do that, can we? Andy's back there doing some coding
I don't know.
on the computer.
Now it's not even. Now it's crashing as soon as I open it.
Huh?
Not good.
How about restarting it again, shutting it down? Did you already do that?
OBS.
Yeah. Boom. Oh, that's beautiful, guys. This is so nice. I don't like what I'm hearing.
This is not going well.
This one's a little bit too long now. We gotta cut it down. Don't need it that long.
Alright, well, at least stop it from crashing. So it's not, you're not going to lose all your stuff.
How'd you stop it from crashing now?
Well, the problem is I was trying audio triggers to have it run one macro. Oh, am I messing stuff up?
No, you're good.
Run one macro, and then, oh, you're tough.
So audio trigger to run a macro.
So if maternity word cam 1 audio exceeds the level, it would trigger a macro, which would run another macro, which would say stop scene switcher, so it would stop moving cameras.
Okay.
If the audio then dropped below a certain threshold, it would then start scene switcher.
Yes, that's what we talked about.
But it hates that.
It does not like that.
It will. I can get it to stop, but as soon as it tries to run the start mechanism, it crashes. So there may be something there. Whenever I get stuck at work, I need to go walk away from it.
Yeah, good idea. Walk away. How's this looking?
Nice.
It's a window unit.
Okay.
The filter will drop right in here. So we'll take a 1x20 whatever filter, that'll slide right here. Obviously it'll be perfect. The back side will be 2 return ports going back to the heater.
Okay.
Up here, hand me one of those rings. Up here, so in the inside on the back side will be 2 of these, 1, 2, and then up here will be 2 of these where I can connect my longer runs, and I connect one of them to the thing. Now obviously I'm gonna have to remove the whole entire window, so the window panel, to make this work, but
It's impressive.
that's it.
And you're gonna be taking fiberglass out of every crevice for a while.
Oh yeah, definitely lots of fiberglass out of my crevices.
Are you really eating that?
What is she eating?
She's eating chopped Timothy hay.
Bailey, why?
I mean, I guess she's getting some fiber.
Why?
She's picking out the goat treats that are in there.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Now, like I said, I need to come through here and tape this up professionally, but, oh, it crashed. I heard it. Let's go to the command center and see what he messed up. So, are there any macros running at all right now?
What it says?
No, I said, are there any macros? They are running?
No.
You don't have any macros running.
Well, yeah, actually, I think that the one I disabled is this one, which is the one that was causing problems.
So that's the only one that's disabled? Everything else is running?
It should, yeah. Did it crash?
Oh, I heard it go ding.
It might have just been a Facebook notification then.
I'm going to close this window. So...
Scene switcher is off right now.
Start scene switcher.
So if you go to back to advanced scene switcher,
Uh-huh.
and you click on maternity ward cam 1 audio trigger. No, uncheck that. That's gonna crash it.
It didn't crash it.
It will definitely. No, click on the audio trigger one. Like actually see what
this right here.
So right there, that's turning off scene switcher. So once it hits that threshold, so if you dial that down, once they exceed that,
boom.
it might crash.
It's not even registering the mic. Yep,
Yeah,
there it goes.
crashed.
There it goes. It doesn't like it.
So I gotta.
Oh,
I mean, we got some of what we wanted accomplished.
Oh, wah, 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 wah.
So we got its trigger a cam change based on audio threshold, but we need to figure out how to stop it from going back into the sequence after 20 seconds. Without having to do that.
Without having to use a flick button?
Yeah.
The UI is not responding.
Yeah, so hit yes to close it, I think.
I'm gonna hit no. Oh, I'm gonna hit no and just see how long. Maybe it'll recycle itself. Guys, if you're watching right now, what he's doing while I'm working on the duct work, I'm working on the heater. He's working on the scenes. When we are going to have the babies born, we cannot sit and monitor all the cameras. It's going to be nearly impossible to go through every single camera during the births. We're going to be busy. We need a way to have the audio detect the camera. OBS will say, hey, I hear something over here. So if that's a matter of us just going up and snapping our fingers in front of the thing, these are very expensive. These are flick buttons. These work. They require a lot of programming, but they work flawlessly. We're going to try to use the native scene switcher inside of OBS, the macros, in order to do the same exact thing. We ran a trial run earlier and everything was good. The problem being is when we're not making that noise in front of the cameras, then the advanced scene switcher, well, even if you are making noise,
After 20 seconds.
after 20 seconds, you guys know how when you're watching, it just goes 20 seconds, next camera, 20 seconds, next camera, 20, that's nice. But what's happening right now is the coding is set up in such a way that we flick in front of the camera and we talk. After 20 seconds, it goes away. We'd have to keep flicking. Or you'd have to talk above the decibel level to keep it there, which would be like this, and it's very unnatural.
I think the way it's currently, it's gonna automatically switch to that scene, but then it's just gonna, it's already met that condition.
So it'll never
so
go
it would
back.
have to drop back and be on a different scene, and then I gotta think about it.
What if the default scene that it's set back to, if you have a way to do that, what if the default scene is something like I set up over here? I set up SFF lock screen.
Yeah.
This way, that's the default scene. When I press this button, it's actually not going to that scene. It's going to the duplicate scene I made, which has no conditions on it. Does that make sense? It's not in the scene switcher. So the SFF lock scene that I have is not in the scene switcher, so it's not affected by the macro. So you duplicate the layer, you call it.
But then the issue is that'll work to get it to not move, but then it would never go back into rotation after we're done
Talking?
talking.
What if you just go back into rotation after 5 minutes? 5 minutes should be long enough. I mean, that's better than 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So you make a
The only
secondary.
downside to that would be like the inadvertent like dogs bark outside and then it's stuck outside for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's gonna. I have a feeling that the hotkeys isn't the way to go.
Not the hotkeys?
No, that's what I was trying with stop scene switcher, start scene switcher.
Oh.
That's what's crashing it.
Okay. Gotcha. Huh.
I think it's gonna end up being multi-layers of like cloning that. Like it's probably some of your idea of cloning the layers, and then going. So I don't know. I gotta think.
All right. Yeah. Walk away. Think about it. I'm just gonna let this run. I gotta finish my box. I want this heater up and running tonight. I still have a thermostat to hook up. I still have to move the old heater out of the way. I still have to install this into the window. Oh my gosh.
Good thing I didn't hide the dingo on you.
Yes, it's a good thing you didn't hide the dingo on me. Oh my goodness.
I actually did, and then I moved it back because I knew you had to use it.
Did you? Ah, jerk. He actually did hide it.
Are you live?
Yes, I'm live. Are you live?
I'm alive.
You're alive? I'm alive. We're all alive. Lauren wants me to show what she's doing. And then I have a goat upstairs. I'm hoping the temperature has increased. Can you get Jackman's temp? I gotta get this heater done. I have a deadline. Oh my gosh, you're bejeweling.
Marcy, aka Marcelina, ordered a jacket and she said, "Can you put those little beads on for me?" And I was
pretty.
like, "Sure, I can do that."
Marcelina.
Look how nice it looks. Doesn't it look nice?
It does look
So
nice.
I'm almost done. Just gotta finish this.
Good job. Good job. This whole area has been cleaned out. This is Jeff's. We're waiting for Jeff to come get this. Then we can proceed with setting up a full-on merchandise production / shipping area. I know. I'm just saying, when you're done with that, if you wouldn't mind just checking his temp. If I don't get this up, everyone freezes tonight. And then we have more goats in the house. In fact, we'll just move the entire herd in the house. What do you think about that? All right, so on the top ledge here, and it's hard for you to see. You're not going to be able to see this really. On the top ledge, the box right here, there's only about a 3/8 of an inch right here on the back side that I can put the tape. That's only on the top ledge. On the sides, remember, I have that huge additional area. So I'm going to lay this tape right here. We're going to get it to stick properly. And we're going to fold it down. There is no air escaping through there whatsoever. Perfect. Do it. Bring all 200 goats into your house. Yes, yes. You guys are in the middle of the tape ring. You guys were in the middle of the tape ring. That's hilarious. The tape ring is my tripod. Oh, this is the ugly side. It's the only one ugly side that I have. And it's ugly because I just didn't... I only had a 1/2 inch to spare with my measurements, which I don't think is too bad. I did all right, considering I had to also drive all the way to Pottstown, Pennsylvania for this stuff this morning. So professional. We gotta work faster, guys. We have to work faster. Or this isn't getting done. In fact, the responsible thing would have been to not go live. So I could focus and not do the responsible thing. But then you guys would have no content right now. And 420 of you would be watching some other channel. Where's my comments? There we go. All right. Why? We got a nice basement. I mean, I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Well, he's got to get his temp up a little bit, and then he'll come down here. All right. And I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have got wider tape too. They sell wider tape, and I didn't do that. There's a lot of things I should have done. That looks so much better. This thing's 5 foot tall, by the way. 5 foot. Look at that. So professional. Oh my gosh, my daughter's in a dress. My daughter is in a dress. My 12-year-old daughter is wearing a dress. You better not be going with a boy or something. What are you doing? Are you going to a dance tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight? What? What's his name? Huh. Huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I got a little gap up there I gotta fix. All right. Stick with me. Stick with me, guys. At least I know this heater operates and runs. I do have to figure out how to hook up an aftermarket thermostat to it. It already has a thermostat. I don't understand how that thermostat is working because, like, what are you doing? Checking the temperature of the outside of the outside? Like, I don't know. The thermostat is like built into the unit, so I'm not quite certain how I'm going to hook up the new one. Do I keep the old one intact? Is it like a safety limiter or something like that? I don't know. So there's some technology that I'll have to figure out once I get out there and start running this piece of equipment. There's that. There's also a carbon monoxide detection shutoff. So there's some ports that are essentially designed to shut off in case you have a CO2 leak. It will turn the whole unit off. Now I do have a carbon monoxide detector that is wired. The only issue I have with that is it's currently hooked up to the other military heater, which has a proprietary port on it. So unless I cut that CO2 detector out of there and wire it to the new furnace, I just have to rely on I don't know what I have to rely on. But yeah, so there's definitely some things yet to figure out. And also there's even the ductwork that needs to be run tonight. I am going to be, you guys can see how the day gets away from me, right? I hope you guys can see. Things don't just happen at the snap of a finger. They just don't. All right, that looks airtight to me. There's one section that does not. That would be the bottom right here and the bottom right here. That looks great. I'm gonna have to find a pry bar, and I'm gonna have to remove the window trim to take the whole window sashes out. Like, everything's got to come out of there in order for this to go in there. This is going to be designed to just fit right inside of the window opening. I measured it before I came in here. So it should be correct. Got a little problems at the corner here, not much. We'll fix that up. Where are you working on this? This is in my basement of the house. There's zero chance I could build this out there in the cold. Zero chance that would have happened. Yeah, my HVAC guy has been very, very, very busy. He's been burning the midnight oil, is what they call that. Working overtime. I've been working overtime. How's that song go, honey? Isn't there a song, Overtime? Oh, I guess Lauren's not down here. You guys should probably know that song, right? All right. I believe we have an amazing filter box just about done. I have one thing I need to do, or I want to do. I don't need to do it, but as you can see, this is going to go inside the window, out in the barn. What? 99.2. It went up.
It went back up.
It's going up. Good. It's climbing. Let him stay in there. How much of that is tape at this point? Come on. Actually not that much. Not that much is tape. Jerk. I hope I have enough to finish the project. I do have to run. Man, I got not enough time. I'm so mad. I have 3. They only had 3 of these. The unit requires 4. I need 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. I'm not happy, which means I still need to run to the store. Anyways, what I was going to say is I don't like the way that this gap is all done here. So I have this extra stuff. It was skinnier. I am going to do this to stabilize the front of it right there. And then I can actually tape it too. So Nicholas is an HVAC guy. Great. Yeah, right. Nicholas, I mean, you're not here helping, but what do you got? Yes, I'm an HVAC journeyman. Well, what do you think about my very first filter box? It's going to go in a window. I have an extra, what do you think? I got the, listen, I even cut it so that, like, the overhang, like this wraps around there, and it's all like one piece. This whole thing is one piece except the 2 end caps. Right there. What do you think? A journeyman. Ooh, a journeyman. I feel nervous. I'm being watched by a journeyman. Oh, man. Yes. I'm hired, huh? Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Can I say I lost where I could even set you down now. All right. We're stabilizing this joint right here just because I don't like it. And what we're gonna do is, you'll see. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Because it's all one piece right there, that's why you're seeing shiny side here, shiny side there, shiny side there, shiny side back here, which leaves me with this side, and I can't tape to that side. So what I'm going to do is utilize this, because I have to tape to there, but the tape's just going to fall off. So you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this like so, right there. All right. I'm going to cut this side like so. Okay. I'm going to peel this all off of there. We're going to take it away. I'm going to take all of the fiberglass away and leave nothing but the outer shell like that, because that's going to wrap around the back side like so. Does that make sense to you? That makes sense to you. Peel that off. And now when I put this on here like so, I can wrap it around, and now I'm going to have a perfect place to tape a nice joint and not lose any. Now in a real ideal situation, in the real world, I'd probably throw a little construction adhesive right here, but I don't have any. The fact that I channeled that out, I think I'll be all right. I'll throw a piece of tape there first, then this to shove it and keep its form, then wrap that on, and then tape here. And I should be okay. That should be enough. I'm very itchy. Very itchy. So that. And this works. The reason this works is because we have shiny side taping to shiny side, which is the only reason this works. In any other scenario, it doesn't work. I don't know if this is going to mess me up for anything else. I'm not sure if I'm just making an add-on piece that doesn't really matter. Hey, by the way, our Mute Me fund is up to 60 or 80 bucks. I'm not quite sure. You tell me. You guys should know. And luckily, I've not muted you guys on this live. So next week on Wednesday, I'll take the Mute Me fund and send it to somebody on the chat. I'll just tap the phone and give you guys the money. That's the plan. I have to be a little sparingly with it. I can't. I forgot what I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna put a little piece of tape there. Oh well, I didn't. I did not. Oh well, such is life. This is fun. We had to put I was gonna double layer that, but well, if I have to go to the store for a collar, I'll have to go to get some more tape as well. So, and maybe I'll get the wider stuff this time. Whoop. That's probably the only part of this I'm not a huge fan of. I should have made the filter box not part of the backstop. Like I should have just built the filter box. It would have been more stable. But I tried to incorporate the whole thing as one, so that's the top half of the window. All right, that's that for now. Let's cut our ports. Let's cut our ports for the filter box. 2 of these. Cut them out. Get these attached. Yeah, I started it Wednesday. It's what? Is it Thursday or Friday? It's Friday. So I won't mute you guys anymore. I'm an HVAC guy. I bought a portable unit and installed it. Well, that's what I got, a portable unit for the barn. Are you ready? I have to think about my ports coming in from outside. I'm wondering if it should be staggered, like one here and one here, or one here and one here. I'm going side by side. Ready? Actually, you know what? Let me trace from the side that actually has the tabs. There's a circle. And here's a circle. And I'm putting the return air at the lower half of the window. And I'm putting the forced air that's coming in at the upper half of the window. And that's actually probably wrong. Yeah, that's probably wrong. Don't you want the return air in the summer to come back at the top because heat rises? Push the hot air into the bottom, have it exit at the top. I don't know. I don't know. Well, this is not ground level anyways. Think about that. It's the, where's my knife? Where's my knife, guys? I can't cut that out without a knife. Jeez, it's a fucking mess in here. Anybody seen it? Oh, right there. Gosh, jeez. Jeez Louise! Oh, that's a green screen. We don't want that. It was almost the mute button. It would have been another $20. Ta-da! So this is all of the air coming through here is going to go right back to the unit. We're going to recycle it. Now this 600,000 BTU unit doesn't necessarily need to return the air because it's strong enough to heat up the cold air and make it the right temperature. It's just going to be more expensive, and I don't want it to be more expensive. I want to run more efficiently and recycle the air, well, some of the air. So now these tabs go down so it gets hooked. Pretty simple, right? You press them into the fibers. And on that side that you're looking out is going to be a filter. You see? Oh, yeah. Now, this is one place I can skip the tape for right now because we have a very solid joint right there. So I will skip the tape since I'm almost out of tape. Gosh, I almost did it again. Almost did it again. Very close to that mute button. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace here. We need to work a little faster. We're burning. We're running through time we don't have. I need to roll this to taper these down. Problem is, you pick up the pace, you pick up the speed, you end up messing things up. Look how nice that is. Let's use 2 hands here. Put these tabs down. All right. Really pushed them in. Ooh, I went a little too hard. I really compressed that fiber. All right, I'm gonna double check this one real quick, make sure it's good. These are solid connections right there. Solid connections. All right, that can go in the window. The only problem is I have 2 inputs and I only have 1 of these right here. Hot air. See, the thing is, this is a central return. This is a central return. All the air from the barn is coming back through this opening. These are ducted. One of them is going to be ducted to that big run that goes above the maternity ward, above the goats. The other one, I'm probably going to just swing all the way over to the kitty stall where the bottle babies are at. I think more tape would make things look better. I just want to double check everything. That looks great. I would have put it on the side, but this is sitting on the windowsill. And if I put it on the side, I never would have been able to slide the filter out. So that looks good. Let's at least cut the 2 holes for this, because I can put this in. I can install the 1 ring. I can get the heater in place. I can get it fired up. And I could actually feed the ductwork through the hole that I make rather than use it as a coupling. This is essentially going to be a coupling, so my outdoor ductwork attaches to this. Oh wait, hold on. Time out. This isn't even going to work. Guys, this is a starting collar. I need another box if I want to make it work. This has no bearings. If I put this in and have it like that, I could attach my outdoor ductwork to here. Think about that. I attach my outdoor ductwork. On the inside, how do I attach my inside ductwork? I would need a coupler. This is not a coupler. Once this is bent over like that, it is no longer a coupler. Look, I can't attach nothing to that unless these fit inside, which they kind of do. I don't know. Is that, not that it's going here, I'm using this as a reference. I mean, I guess it does, I guess. So that would mean, I would need 3 more of these. I got 2 up there and 2 on the other side. I only have 1. I would need 3 more. Yeah. So I need 3 more of these in order to make this work. So we can still do this. All right. We're good. We got this. Not a problem. All right, here we go. All right. Before I cut this, did any of my HVAC guys have anything to stay? No, I need 3 more now. Anybody? Is this okay? If you've been watching from start to finish, before I cut this, am I making a mistake? Going once. Going twice. Well, nobody said anything, so I guess it's right. I guess it's gonna work. Don't cut one you don't have yet. Hold on. Let me think about that statement. Don't cut the one I don't have yet. Is that in case I run into an issue? But then I have to, because my unit has 2 outputs and I would need another way of getting the air into the building. So I don't know. I think I have to. I think it's called working ahead. I don't know. I am known for doing everything that everyone says don't do. Dang it! I think I shifted when I did this because it's not fitting. I had such a good run on those other ones. Now I got this crap. All right. Yep. Get in there. Come on. So next time, enlarge the hole by 1/8 of an inch all the way around so I don't have the same problem. I'm butchering it now. Looks like a freaking 5-year-old did this. I'm gonna also compress these down just a smidge so they taper in. What do you say right here? If I mistake, then buy a new one and then start over. If a mistake, I traced the wrong side. Did I? Did I really? I don't think I did. There we go. We're golden. Well, I mean, this side is the same side as the other side after it's done. These tabs are too fickled. I don't think I should trace off the tab side because what if they got bumped during transit or whatever. All right, everybody, all right. That wasn't too bad. Look at Nicholas's answer. Because he's using flexible tubing, too hard to attach directly to the plastic material. Nicholas, let me go back to Nicholas. I don't have time. Why not run the pipe directly through? Why use the couplings? Because this is a temporary unit. In the spring, I'm going to take this out and put my windowsills back in. And I don't want to have to fish 25 feet of material through here. Plus, hold on, let me tell you something. I would need some sort of 90 or a coupler or something like that anyways, because it would be more expensive. This is cheap. Those 90s, a 12-inch 90, $20 a piece? $20 a piece? These things, $10 a piece. Although I'm buying 2 more of them, aren't I? I just wanted to be able to connect quickly and in. I do like your thinking though. Just run it through. If I can't find what I'm looking for at the store, if they don't have a 12-inch starting collar at Lowe's or Depot, then I definitely will have to just pass this through here. It will make it a little more difficult, I think. Although, hold on, you might be onto something, because now you're talking about needing 4 12-inch clamps, and that's going to be expensive too. So it's like, you know what is that saying? There's a saying about eggs. You put some eggs somewhere and then there's half a dozen here and half a dozen there, 6 to 1 and half a dozen the other, I believe, something like that. What we got going on over here? No fighting in the chat. There is no fighting in the chat. No one's allowed to fight. Ever. 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. There you go. That's it. Let's carry this out to the window. To the wall. Let's go to the barn. We're going to go to the barn. I'm just using my last bits of tape up here to seal up the areas I was stingy on. Because I knew I'd be out. I knew I'd run out. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, guys. It looks like a furnace. Jeff would be so proud of me. I hope Jeff is proud of this when he sees it. He's gonna say, "Who did you pay? Who did you pay to build that?" And I'm gonna say, "Nobody. It was all me, buddy. It was all me." Custom ductwork. Yeah, I need more. All right, guys. Should I try to put a piece of tape along that edge there? Do you think it will even stick to the black side? I don't think it will. Let's do a test piece. Actually, it stuck better than I thought it would. It did pull some of that off. What size filters will it take? 12 by, I have one in the car already. No, 18 by 24? Something like that, 18 by 24? Is that sucking too much? Is the return too small? Am I gonna have to add another filter box? Filter box. I did not do any calculations. There are 0 load calculations done on this job. I just guessed. There. That makes me feel better. Whether it sticks or not, I don't know. But it makes me feel so much better. Now it's sealed up. Take a good look at this. Yeah, I didn't run a calculation on whether the volume coming through here matches this volume there with a square. Obviously, 2 12-inchers equal something. And how do you do the math onto the... There was a tape measure here. I grabbed it a second ago. There it is, kicking it around. I'm going to tell you the exact size, and then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. We have a 20 by 25. 20 by 25 is the size of my filter box. So I'm thinking the math should work out pretty good here. All right, let's take this outside and put it in the barn. Although there's a little bit of demo that needs to be done there. Oh. Hold on, I shouldn't demo yet. Guys, if I demo the window and I put this up in there, the air is going to be blasting into the barn. 20 by 25 by 1, yeah. I can set it in the window, but I cannot demo yet. I'm not going to demo out the window until the heater is in place, and all I've got to do is make the connections, because if it takes me 3 or 4 hours to get this up and running, that's 3 or 4 hours of very cold air blasting into the barn through 4 holes. So I do have fuel. I have like 300 gallons of fuel in my tank, which is another thing I need to figure out. Let's go. Let's not break this on the way out there. Oh, it's heavier than I thought it would be. Oh, it's tall. It's 5 feet tall. I forgot. I'm like trying to stand up taller to make you think I'm taller than I really am. What size is the equipment? I'm going to show you right now. We're going to walk right by this, so if signal drops for a quick second, I will be right back to you. I have access points everywhere except in this dark hallway. Oh my gosh, it is snowing. It's snowing. I got a golf cart. It's there. Yeah, the floor is very messy. 600,000 BTUs. Yes. I'll show you. It's called a Blaze 600D. It's a Blaze 600. We're going to try to put this on the golf cart here. Without breaking it. That should do it, right? That should do it. Where's my key at? Oh, it's not Mary's. I thought it was the other one. Choke. Where's the choke at? I'm so confused. I haven't drove this one. Don't fall out. I gotta choke it and hold this thing. Oh, can I set you guys down? I can't steer and guide the camera and hold this at the same time. I can't do all these things and choke it. I'll show you the Blaze. You ready? There's the furnace. There's the furnace. This is the return right there that I'm going to recycle. This is the output right here. So this will go to the top of the window. And then the only problem is, obviously, having to run ductwork all the way around this unit to get back to the window again. It's on wheels. I bought lots of extra ductwork here. I have 1, 2, 3 on this side, 3 pieces of 12-inch ductwork that are 25 feet or 16 feet or something over here. And I've got more inside of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more over here. So I think I have 8 pieces of duct at 25 feet or so. Outdoor stuff, 12 inches. Yeah, crap. It's snowing and we've got mail that needs to get inside the house. Lots of mail. Aiden just finished my oil change. Let me just ask him real quick about that. How'd that go? You finished the oil change? Yeah. On both vehicles?
Yeah, Mom took the other truck.
Oh, where'd you go?
Take Hannah somewhere.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you do me a favor, please? Yeah. These boxes, at least just put them in the garage or put them on the front porch. Right. Either or. Anything that has something in them. Empty boxes, I don't care. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we're driving over into the barn area. Oh, that's the barn we're trying to heat, by the way. Just the lower half of the barn. Just the lower half. That's a 60-foot by 120-foot bank barn. Backfire here and there is good for the unit, right? All right. This is the, oh, I probably, you know what? I don't get good signal over here. I need to put an access point out here so I can cover it over here. There we go. Ugh.
About to give you crap.
Crap for what? Not being able to open the door? So I have a single duct line running in. I need to do 2. And there's the window over there. So you want to help me carry this in real quick so I don't break anything on it? I said, do you want to help me carry this in real quick so I don't break anything on it?
You want me to get them busy so they're not...
No. Well, yeah, sure. Can you not open it?
It's like
Go all the way up with it. No, all the way up. There you go. You got to go all the way. Goats. No, you're not going outside. Sorry, Nan.
had a slight situation with the other grains.
Yeah? What happened?
I go to throw the first scoop down and I'm doing it and I hear screaming. So I turn around and Bryce, when he jumped up into the thing, knocked the lid down and the lid latch caught on Willow's neck.
We almost decapitated a goat?
He's fine, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was a little scary.
So this is the, right now I have a supply. That's hot air coming in. That is cold air being returned. But that's on a 130,000 BTU furnace that doesn't run. It's an inoperable machine. That's why I got the Blaze 600D. I saw your comment that it may not be strong enough for, my box might not be strong enough for that heater. I don't know what the CFMs are on that. It should be fine. He said, it's a really big heater. I don't know if the duct board is gonna hold up to that unit. Crap. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. You know what? I should probably just prep the area real quick, right? Set this up. We're gonna rip this out of here, guys. We're gonna rip this out and just set it in the window. I don't know how. There. There. Now that can get pulled from the other side. What is that? What is that noise?
Frustration grunt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I just want to set it up there. And then I got to make my runs. I'm going to set the phone down real quick. Let's see. Where could we set you? Here we go. Always about where to set the phone at. Perfect.
We're just going on the rack.
Yeah, we'll set on the rack right in front of the... We might have to go over. Uh-oh. It's too tall. Too tall. We gotta go over. Oh.
Oh, door.
It's too tall. Too tall, Harry. Good enough. I gotta shove something. I just disconnected that line, those lines. I need to shove something in there. So currently the rack is just a little bit too high. We have to go over the rack, but I have to obviously remove the old ductwork and probably just close the window real quick. So did I see your question, Karen? No, I did not. Karen says, I have started the other one. This is a really big heater and we're back on that. I do not think that unit needs a filter. In this barn, it absolutely does. Yeah, if it were a house, I'd say no, it doesn't, but we're recirculating the air and we would get literal straw savings. We drop all of our straw from the upper half of this barn into different chutes. And if I didn't have a filter on that, the heat exchanger would completely get caked up with straw and hay. It 100% needs a filter. If I were just putting it outside as a yard heater, then no, it wouldn't. Or if I weren't recirculating the air, it wouldn't either. I'm going out there to yank these things out. Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to reach the window to pull it down once I yank those things out? Maybe somehow. That, do you, do you want a chair in there? Here. Oh, did we almost lose the whole thing? Oh, crap. Do I even have yeah, do you want to just,
Stand here and hold it?
no, not really. Let's just bring it this way and let it kind of just sit down on the, perfect. It'll just wedge itself.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good for now. I'm gonna give you a chair so you can reach the window and slide it down once I yank those ducts out. I think a little ladder probably would have been a smarter decision, but you know.
It works.
You know. Here, hold that, because I know I get no signal over there, so.
Hey, you don't have to go to the store.
Why?
You got the same ring on the end of this.
I need 3 of them.
Oh, I thought you just needed one more.
I did need 1, and then I realized I needed 3.
You want me to unplug this plug?
Yeah, unplug the plug, and then I need the thermostat as well. And I'm going to show them what this heater looks like, the old one that I can't get running. I had this thing apart, guys. I took this thing down to the jets. I had the transformer off. I put a new fire eye on there. I bled the lines. I had everything apart on this. I cannot get this thing fired up. This kept everything just above freezing inside the barn, but it didn't actually make it, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say it was comfortable. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was very comfortable.
Yeah, it was comfortable, but it was struggling to keep it comfortable. Like, that was a 130,000 BTUs on 7,000 square feet of a drafty barn. You know, we want more than comfortable.
You should be good to pull it now.
I'm good, I think. Wait, hold on. Oh! I almost got decapitated.
Almost lost some fingers.
Almost lost some fingers. You have a, this cord doesn't belong.
I think that was probably just to keep it out of the way.
No, I think it just got tangled with. I can't keep the unit inside the building because you can't take that end. That's connected to the unit. That's plugged into there. Somehow we got to undo this mess. Are you sure it's not number 2 fuel? It won't flow properly under 40 degrees. I mean, that's the same stuff you put in your truck. 100% came from rudders and went into that tank. So if my truck is not meant to if my truck is not meant to operate under 40 degrees, then okay, perfect. And this is a built-in CO2 detector. All right, I'm gonna close this down. I'm gonna hold this here. My next step probably is to bust my dingo out and start moving that other stuff out of the way.
You want this set in there?
Yeah, let's see if it fits. Do you think you can do it or need my help? Probably need my help. I want to see how good my measurements are. I left a 1-inch gap on the side, guys. So it's going to be a very slight. So bottom's got to go in first. So tip this all the way. Is it going to? Here, come over to me. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Tip the bottom towards, yep. Oh, well, okay. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something. I assumed this was 59 inches. Well, hold on. I measured this width on this, actually. I measured that window over there on the height, assuming they were all the same height.
This car was built 300 years ago. So like, they act like everything's got to be exactly
I mean,
the
they
same.
were pretty good at it. So, okay, it's fine. It still fits. I just need to cut a little bit off the top. It's completely okay. It works. And that's a nice tight fit right there. Ay. Okay, now what? Yes, now I'm gonna go work outside. Still have no idea where my gloves are at. However, there's a pair of leather ones next to the computer downstairs. I'm gonna go grab them. And I'm gonna take my loader. I'm gonna move the other heater. The problem is the other heater is attached to that ginormous trailer. And I don't know if that trailer is gonna fit between the tank and the bank.
Well, also, will a pencil hook work on your attachment you and Jeff made?
Yes, the pintle hook will work because it's just a ball.
Okay.
Yeah, it should work because it is a pintle hitch. And we're doing this obviously because we want all of our goats to be comfortable when they have babies. We don't want all the babies to be healthy. We don't want them to come into this world on a, 9-degree temperature where we're struggling to survive. They tell you goats are hardy, goats are strong. Listen, I've been a goat farmer. I know it's not as easy as they say. If you just had a couple of goats for pets and they were adults, absolutely, you'd be fine. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end this live stream and I'm going to continue on with what I'm going to do. Hopefully tonight I'll go live again once it's all done. It may be midnight by the time I get finished, and we'll check the temperature in here. Here's the update so far on this. Nothing. I just got I got solid oak flooring planks that were like 15, 16 inches wide as the tops of my, so we have, areas to work with. But yeah, I'm out. See you later. Don't forget, subscribe, guys. Hit that thumbs up for me. That would really help out if you guys hit the thumbs up, and share it with your friends, and we'll see you later. Bye.